The TD Direct Investing Index for the month of November has been released, and self-directed investor sentiment turned bearish last month. Here are the details. All right, let's start with the overall TD Direct Investing Index, which measures sentiment in a range from -100 for very bearish to +100 for very bullish. And self-directed investor sentiment tumbled 10 points month over month to -12. This marks the lowest score since March, when President Trump's Liberation Day tariffs shocked markets. It also ends a 6-month streak of bullish sentiment. When we compare sentiment to November of last year, a big drop when sentiment stood at +33. All right, taking a look at the investor behavior scores, most of the core proxies turned bearish in November. The bought versus sold proxy stood out, falling -10 down to 13 points month over month, reflecting increasing selling activity among self-directed investors. Also, chasing trends, which you can think of as a bit of FOMO or fear of missing out, came in at -7, down 12 points month over month, indicating self-directed investors were chasing stocks in a falling market. A positive value would indicate investors bought more when share prices were rising. All right, here are a few key takeaways. First, sentiment for technology swung from the highest to the lowest sentiment across all sectors. Secondly, Gen Z and millennials, those are born 1981 and after, were the most optimistic age group. So not surprisingly, when we break things out by sector, self-directed investors were the most bearish on technology, which tumbled 19 points to -3. And volatility returned to markets amid concerns about a bubble in AI stocks. Heavily sold stocks included NVIDIA, Celestica, and AMD. Right, looking at trading activity based on age, all cohorts saw sentiment fall during the month, but Gen Z and millennials emerged as the most optimistic group for the first time since April, with sentiment slipping just 3 points month over month to +1. Top bought stocks that featured prominently for the youngest investors included NVIDIA, Tesla, and Canadian telecom giant TELUS. And for more information on the TD Direct Investing Index, please see the following link to navigate to the TD DII page. And that's your TD Direct Investing Index highlights for November 2025.